I used to skateboard, you know. I was sponsored and everything. What's up? What's going on?
You know, I can't lie. I'm just a little bit nervous about this leadership, Ann.
Nervous?
A little bit.
Okay, why though? You answer questions from the press all the time.
No, I know I answer questions from the press, but they can literally ask me anything they want. Like, at least I know with the press guys, either I played well or I did bad, or we won or we lost. With them, it's no surprises. With the other people, I don't know.
You know, I can go with you, man. I mean, if you want, and then you can introduce me to Mr. Abbott, and we can form like a mutual mentorship program.
Oh boy.
This is a good thought, okay? You're right, this conference could make or break you in this borough, so let's just run some potential questions.
Ask some questions.
Okay.
Good idea.
Yeah, good idea. Go.
Good idea.
Shoot.
Okay, MP, what is the biggest challenge that you faced as a leader?
Good question.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
I think it's getting a group of guys to think together as a team, coming from different backgrounds, different motivations, and success only comes from putting all that aside and uniting under one goal. How's that sound?
That's fantastic. You're
That's
gonna do
something
great.
I would have written for
Yeah.
you. That's good.
Yeah, high praise.
Unfortunately, we kind of got bigger problems right now.
Come on, what?
Well, you know how after you met with Peter, you posted super excited to be joining the keynote panel for Peter Abbott's Foundational Thinking Leadership Conference.
Okay,
right?
did I spell something wrong in there?
No.
Did I use the wrong your?
I hate that.
People hate that. Well, no, I didn't even use your.
No.
What is it?
Shep just responded. Look, he said props to MP for getting a jump start on his coaching career. You know what they say, those that can't do, teach, and those that can't teach, coach. I always felt MP looked most at home on the bench.
Ignore him.
No, you can't ignore that. Not after we've established your image as somebody who puts people in their place.
Right.
Exactly.
I thought we were trying to paint MP as a potential business leader, not someone who's drawn into petty online beefs. Right? I mean, up to you, but I don't think people even care what Shep says. It's just all a game to him.
Also, the Crown just responded with eyes emojis, so...
Love it.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah. Do nothing, and you lose all your online support. Not to mention, you're going to lose all the cred that you earned from those skaters.
No, and we cannot have that at all.
We cannot have that.
Why
You
don't
know
you just
I'm right.
clap back at him for looking at your page so hard? Like, why you got my post notifications on?
Remind him who's got the championship ring.
That part.
Right? Yeah. Tell him not to be so jealous that people actually want to hear what you have to say.
Okay.
He's a tweeter. You're a leader.
That's
Okay,
good.
all right.
That's good.
You know what? It is good, but it's also petty.
Oh.
I think you should say you would be honored to coach someday. I mean, you're all about lifting up the people around you.
Yeah, that's the more mature response.
Boring.
All right, look, honestly, it's up to you, man. So, what do you want to do?
Let's see, what do I want?
It's not petty if it's true. I'm surprised you saw this post even though your name wasn't mentioned. People normally follow people with success. I hope you find that out someday. I'm starting to really enjoy going at that little knucklehead.
That's that competitive
Come
vibe
on,
right
give me
there.
some, baby.
All the greats
Give me
got it.
some.
Clapback
Come on,
messages do
come on now.
play
Mama
very
mentality.
well in the online sports space.
Hey, you feeling better about the
What
panel?
you think I'm feeling?
Talk about
I feel
it.
good.
Talk about
I'ma
it.
talk about
This
it.
is just
I'ma
a
let 'em know
friendly
too.
reminder that it does take place after your next game, so don't be late.
Really, Ashley?
Really?
I got this. I'm not gonna be late. I got you.
You've been late for a few dates recently.
All right, well, this is turning
was
into a
mistake.
personal issue, but don't start messing up now, okay?
I got you.
Okay.
Hey, go get him, Tiger. I'll see you later.
I'm gonna go, but...
Still very early in the season here, but teams, Greg, beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said for the younger talent. The rookies are shaking off those debut jitters and starting to show us what they can really do.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. A talented pair of Middleton and
First personal foul. First team foul. The line for the Spurs, Devin Vassell.
But he's grown beyond that.
He has added secondary ways to
contribute
on offense. Still not a great shot creator,
Boom.
but can finish
Oh my gosh,
plays
it
in a
makes me
variety
pass
of
so
ways
slow.
to help his team.
I gotta get a new passing
Richardson
animation or
the pass to
whatever it
Murray.
is because
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
it's gonna make me pass like an
Passes it
idiot.
to MP. Launches a three. They get it back. Holiday with the three. It's not going to go for him. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And that one, they crossed the line.
They never settled in defensively, and it cost them.
5 to shoot. Here's Vassell. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now that one on Richardson. The Bucks shooting their first free throw tonight, and that one misses. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Fame.
Here's MP. Kicks it to Holiday. And he drops it in from the low post.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Richardson the pass to Murray. That one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And there's the bucket from MP.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Thanks, Kevin. I expect this to be an inside-out kind of game. This team has a lot of shooters who can really get going once they hit a few. We'll see if they can get on a roll from out there. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. Now, here's MP. Game against Oklahoma City, very impressive.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And San Antonio has possession. Richardson the pass to Murray. Richardson with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity.
What is this? This song crazy.
Is checked in. San Antonio leading. We've got Doug McDermott, Evan Bissell out there with Collins, and it's Roby in at the power forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Bissell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
MP against Collins. And a deep three from MP. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. San Antonio's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. No good off the front iron. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 2. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Covered by MP. Back to McDermott. Goes back up. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's MP. 5 points in the game. From past the arc, a three-pointer is right on target. MP's got 8 points.
No, that's... some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming.
First team.
Ron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
And a deep three from MP. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Richardson kicks to McDermott. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. McDermott's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the Bucks are on a tremendous run here. The most consecutive playoff appearances since that streak they had back from 1980 to 91. And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Now Richardson, he has 5. Pass to Vassell. Kicks it out to Richardson. And a miss there on the triple. Greg, and back to the Bucks. The question is, how much longer do you think is their window?
That's just it, Kevin. They've got the players to win now. And that has to be the attitude moving forward. They're built to do it again. Just need to push all the right buttons.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. They haven't made the last 3 postseasons, and former Spur Robert Ory worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, "I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there." And that's a dire prediction for such a storied and successful franchise, Kevin.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you. Here's Richardson, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Over MP, and contact on the shot.
Number 12. First personal foul. Second team foul.
On March 11th, 2022, broke the all-time winningest mark for a head coach in the NBA.
And what's so special is all of those victories are coming with the Spurs. And look, I had an opportunity to apologize to Pop, because if it wasn't for me, he probably would have gotten here sooner.
Well, I think he would say that's completely not true. But he had to be one of the great coaches you played for.
It was. My career got extended because of the things that I learned in San Antonio. If I wouldn't have had that experience with him and their coaching staff, I would never have played as long as I did.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Now, here's Richardson. He has 7 to the middle. Here's Pirtle, and he banks in the layup.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot, just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Here's MD, and MP throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Merrill passes to Sohan. Off target from three-point range.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Giannis kicks to Holiday. With 4 seconds on the clock, and he's fouled pretty hard on that.
Josh Richardson. Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee. Drew Holiday. 2 shots.
You got nothing.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Spurs 45. The Bucks 40.
We'll get to the first half action in just a
Well, I think for Milwaukee, they've been.
All right, and looking now at the first half, and that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their makes.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, the 4 and 5, Giannis and Portis. Holiday out there with MP. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Pirtle at the elbow. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Vassell. Here's Merrill. Pirtle with the ball. Defended by Portis.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
A 3 from MP. Trains it from beyond the arc. MP's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now, here's Richardson. He's got 7.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And Giannis's journey, GA, is so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek Freak.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And trying to extend this lead, no better way than playing north and south, getting after it.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo after the miss from Jakob Poeltl. And Portis throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Here's Merrill. He's got 11. And the pass to Richardson. And they get it. Drops in the tray. Richardson's got 10 points.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Holiday dishes to MP. The 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Merrill. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Richardson, no luck.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Passes it to MP. Bucks passing it around. Giannis left side. Yes, that goes in. Giannis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout.
To be able to move.
Close this thing out.
It comes in for Devin Vassell. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Serge Ibaka. Chris Middleton's checked in for Joe Ingles. And MP subbed in for Pat Connaughton. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. They've got Collins, who's out there with Jakob Poeltl, and it's McDermott in at the point. That's the San Antonio 5. Poeltl, the pass to McDermott, shoots from 12, and the bank shot is good. And now that's 11 points for Doug McDermott.
And when Poeltl sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
The 3 from MP. And Poeltl pulls it down. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. San Antonio making a switch here. Merrill's checked in. Bucks leading by 21. MP looking around. From deep. And again, the Bucks miss. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
That one falls.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here, Merrill can't hit.
Normally he drains that.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And they double up MP. Shots good by Middleton.
And this is something Middleton's improved over time, converting through contact.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That one goes in.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And so it's Milwaukee now. MP right side. And MP throws it down.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Pass to Roby.
I got yours.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's McDermott. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Merrill. It's blocked.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Great tee that time from Giannis.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
MP, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Pass to Roby. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Collins, and the layup's good off the glass. Milwaukee with the ball. There's the pass to MP. Shoots the three. Good! And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.